What's going on, Libra? And welcome to my channel. It's Mama Manifests. So this is your emotional intelligence reading, and what emotional intelligence is and why it's so important, right, is because it's our communication system with the universe. We can either tell it what we want, or, however we're feeling, thinking, and everything like that can be what we don't want. That's what can manifest in our reality. So love, relationships, family relationships, anything of that sort can show up in this reading. And that's because relationships, I don't know why that was separate, right, are our biggest teachers. They emotionally activate us and help us really get to the place where we're usually in pain. So we're willing to look at it, right? So let's jump into your energy. Just a couple things before we get started. I am now open for personal readings, and so you can email me, and that email is in the description box below. Also, if you do find any value in any part of this reading, I would just love a like, a comment, or a subscribe, all of the above, maybe one, maybe two, maybe three of those, maybe none of them. They're all okay, right? And then also, I'm on the Instagram. I'm on Instagram, you guys, and I talk about emotional intelligence and a couple other things over there. So that's at Mama Manifest. So check me out over there. Anything else? Oh yeah, anybody who has sent a good karma donation, I am so grateful. I am so grateful. It means the world to me. And, it's amazing. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. So let's see what's going on with Libra. So emotionally, you guys, before I jumped in, I usually do a little bit of a pre-shuffle, which I think, let's see, I was feeling that you're having like very polarizing thoughts, or maybe you feel like you're thinking too much, and it's kind of driving you a little bit crazy, right? It's really what I'm feeling. And you know what? We're just going to jump in. I usually do a little bit of a free shuffle for the signs, but we're going to jump right in and get a fresh slate and see what's going on for the sign of Libra. All right. So, yeah. So, you guys have been through a lot, right? Over whenever. You've just been through a lot. I'm really feeling like heartbreak, whether that's in a romantic relationship, whether it's in, a friendship, anything like that. But there's this feeling of betrayal here. But there's also this feeling like you don't want to accept the truth about it, and you're not willing to take the time to rest and recuperate and get a different point of view about it, okay? Because the Four of Swords is like the calm and the rest and the gaining of the different perspective we get after the wound, after the battle, after the heartbreak. And I can see, so maybe, just so you know, because I was picking up on that, like your thoughts are just kind of crazy and you might be like avoiding them, and you are, it says it right here, right? The Four of Swords reverse, but you're going to find a lot of peace and clarity from, taking deep breaths, spending some time alone, and meditating, okay? So crossing this, maybe there was something that... Maybe there was a new beginning. It appeared as if it was a new beginning in your life, and then it ended up breaking your heart, right? It ended up breaking your heart, but you were super excited about it. You felt like you were all in. You were all in to whatever this was, is the message, the biggest message I'm getting off of that. And it's like, okay, so for a long time, right? And I'm just going to go ahead and say this. Emotionally, you attracted this situation in your life because it was almost coming from a place of like desperation. Does that make sense? Not that I'm not calling you guys desperate, but there's just been so many different scenarios in the past that didn't work out for you. And so you were almost in this position where you were willing to almost turn a blind eye, right? Like the Page of Pentacles, it comes in with an amazing opportunity for us, a stable. And so maybe, you felt some sort of instability in your own life, and therefore you've attracted like unstable situations. And maybe this last situation presented itself as stable, but the more you dug, right? The more you dug, it was actually unstable. Okay, let's see. So yeah, I think you made a decision recently, right? Like, I don't know if the decision has been made or what, but it seems like you guys finally stood up for yourself, right? And finally did something right. You felt like something was off. You did. And I don't know if you guys have done it yet, or if you're still like just intuitively picking this stuff up. But you're definitely in your emotional body, and your intuition is definitely right on with whatever it is. And the person that you were dealing with could be, a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, maybe, I don't know. Just for a couple of you for confirmation. Doesn't really matter. All right, you're looking for victory, Libra. You guys are looking for victory. You guys are at this place, right? Unfortunately, like, you're not, okay, so interesting. So you are willing to do whatever it takes to find your personal victory. You're not settling anymore, because you know what happens when you settle, right? You know what happens when you settle. You've seen this story play out before, and you don't want to play it, you don't want to play this story out again. You are for your own personal victory, right? You are for that, and you're willing to do whatever it is you need to do to get this victory, get this feeling of victory and fulfillment in your life. And maybe you just weren't aware that, the divine wants you to spend some time in meditation, wants you spending some time in your emotional body, wants you to just be isolated for a little bit, to find out who you truly are, what you truly want, right? Because you need to know what you want before that can manifest in your reality. Okay. And so if you don't, and if you don't know who you are really at the core, right? Like, everything about yourself, know yourself better than you know anybody else. If you don't have that, then you don't know exactly what you want, and then you attract in, it's just a frivolous energy, right? And anything can come in at any time. Old wounds can come in to bring it up, to make us take a look at it, anything like that. Okay. Yeah, there's been some internal conflict. So I don't know if, like, this intuitive feeling, that's what I was like, again, maybe some of you have already made this decision, and I'm feeling some of you haven't, right? You're still in this internal struggle about this new beginning. Okay. Yeah, definitely. I'm feeling the majority of you are in internal struggle, but there's conflict coming in, and you can see the red flags, right? You guys can see the red flags. They're popping up everywhere, right? But you went all in, right? You went all in maybe too quickly, okay? You went all in, and then the red flag, yeah, that's exactly what's going on here. You went all in because you really wanted a new beginning, right? Your intuition is telling you something, and there's conflict here, right? And there's external conflict between you and this other person, and then it's creating internal conflict, okay? And this too is like, and I'm sorry if this is happening, there could be some like really low blows, like exchanging between you two, right? And those could be the red flags. Like, they could be saying horrible things to you, right? Horrible. And maybe you them, I don't know. Yeah, it's so crazy. I have a feeling that, like, this started really, really quick. That this started really, really fiery. You went all in. When this first came along, it made you feel really, really passionate. It brought back your passion. It made you feel like it sparked your creativity. It sparked your passion for life. It made you feel alive again. But that's not what's happening anymore, right? Like, you're getting to this place where it's actually draining your passion. This person may seem like an energy vampire. And I don't say that in a derogatory way. When we're not aligned with who we truly are, we just are, because we either get our energy from source or God or creator or whatever you want to call it, the universe, I don't care. I really don't care what you call it. Or we get it from people, places, and things. Okay. And a lot of people get it from other people, and they could get it from telling you all their horrible life stories, right? And you're just like, by the end, you're just exhausted from talking to them. They could get it by being way too needy. They could get it by, emotionally manipulating you, and always, when you speak your heart and when you speak your truth, they always have something to say, right? They always have something to say to make you feel like there's something wrong with you. Yeah. Other people, and this person is viewing you as like closed off. You do, I picked up on that heartbreak, right? You're not willing to work things out at this point, right? And so I don't know if this person's like intuitively picking up on this. I keep going back and forth between you've already made this decision and taken action about it, and some of you haven't. I think I'm being split down the middle, because I truly believe that some of you already have taken action and some of you are here for confirmation of it. Okay. And this person, whether they're intuitively picking it up or not, they know that you are pulling away from them. They know that you are pulling away from them. Okay. And they're kind of willing to do whatever it takes to not let that happen, because they don't want to have heartbreak either. So I'm getting that energy. And so I don't know, we're going to keep going, but I just get a really, and I've never said this in any of my readings yet so far, I just get this really low, very low vibrational energy that you're dealing with. Like, really codependent, could be very, very verbally abusive. Okay. I don't like it. I do not like it. Aw, Libra. Two things. This is what you want. This is why you jumped into this. Don't beat yourself up. Okay, that message is coming through. Don't beat yourself up for taking this leap of faith. First of all, this situation is teaching you about what you don't want. Okay, we need to know what we don't want before we go ahead and get what we want and make that list of what we want and put that order into the universe. But don't be upset with yourself for moving so quickly. You were excited. I'm almost getting tears, you guys. Oh, Libra. You were so excited about this. And don't be upset. Don't be upset. Don't be mad at yourself. You learned valuable lessons here, but this is what you want. You want fulfillment in your life, Libra. You want happiness. You want joy. And you're also afraid that you're never going to get it. Okay? Sorry, I just need to take a deep breath after that energy. Okay. You're going to get it. Okay? I'm here to remind you that the fact that like you're here at this tarot reading, you're realizing this stuff, you made the decision, or you're shortly, after this video going to be making a decision to distance yourself from this person. That's part of your process, right? And you're learning so many valuable lessons to bring your person and your happiness closer and closer and closer to you. So I have to remind you, Libra, that you're closer to your fulfillment than you've ever been before. And that's beautiful. Yeah. So there's a part of your own passion. I'm getting sexual energy. I'm getting, there's a part of your masculine side, right? There's a part of there's some things that haven't been dealt with from the past emotionally. And this has made you kind of like not, like that's what I was talking about, that frivolous energy. You don't know where to put your energy, right? You don't know where to put it. And, the Page of Wands also, he can be angry, right? He's carrying anger with him. This is like, teenage Anakin Skywalker. If you're familiar with, it's like right before, you know what I mean? Page of Wands reverse. It gives me total like, and we all know what, happened to Anakin, So yeah, let's take a look at this. And how we opened up is it seems as if you haven't been willing to take a look at this, right? You've been avoiding that time with yourself. But yeah, it seems like this last situation, this last person activated a part of you, so you can thank them for that, even if there is some, lingering anger. I get it. Believe me. I can feel the energy of this person. Okay. I'm not going to say anything else, but yeah, so your guidance right now is you need to really spend some time thinking about your life. Thinking about the whole of your life. What were the lessons that you may have overlooked, right? Those lessons overlooked and those emotional wounds not dealt with are turning into anger, Libra. They're turning into misplaced passion and anger. And it's time to take a look at that, okay? And you could be taking out this anger on yourself, on others, just feeling it inside and holding it inside, feeling like you're going to erupt all the time. So, okay. I love you guys, Libra. Everything, what am I feeling called to? Yeah, I'm feeling called to the fairy tale oracle. Let's get a couple of these. And then we'll close off with a little bit more tarot for some guidance, more guidance for you guys. I already know the guidance. The guidance is to jump into, yeah, you're getting balanced out, right? This person definitely was an activator for you, right? They showed you unhealed parts of yourself. Definitely, for sure, whatever. This is called the day boy and the night girl. But even more than that, Libra, this is showing you what's out of balance in your life, right? And the divine is really calling you to spend some time with yourself and balance out your own energy. Take a look at your, because we all have it, whether you're male or female, we all have masculine and feminine energy, and it's imperative. It is imperative that we balance it out and take a look at it and understand it and, you know, communicate with it and work with it. Okay. So this is for a couple of you. You know, this person is like obsessed with you, right? Like you could feel that energy. And yeah, I was kind of feeling that coming through too, right? But there's some change coming, right? And that's just for a couple of you. So just, I don't want to say be careful because you are protected, and I'm not feeling like they're gonna, but they are capable. They're capable of, you're going to have to be really strategic. That's what's coming through. Okay. Yep. You're going to have to be strategic about how you pull away from this energy, because they are somebody who is vindictive. Vindictive energy, retaliation energy is what's coming through. They're obsessed with you. The way their love for you is coming from a really wounded place themselves, and they don't know how to properly handle this. Okay. I'm just going to be quite honest with you guys. You guys are going to have to, now I'm not going to say be careful. I'm not, but just be smart. Ask for guidance. Spend some time alone right now. I just dropped this card because you're going to have to drop this person. Say it again. So yeah, you're going to have to spend some time with yourself. And then if you ask the divine, ask and you shall receive. So ask the divine, how can you handle this situation best, right? And the guidance will come in clear for you. The guidance will come in clear, and you'll be able to get out of this, you know, in a good situation for everybody involved, okay? The guidance will come. Just don't act quickly, right? If you haven't done this yet, if you have not done this yet, I repeat, think about it and spend some time alone and in meditation before you take any action. That is a huge message coming in for some of you. Huge. Imperative. And memory. So yeah, it is a time of change for you. It is a time to revisit the things of the past. Maybe there's some memories of yours that you've kind of like been deceptive with yourself about, right? That you need to go back and learn the lessons of the past to kind of, you know, make yourself a whole balanced person today. And then attract eventually something beautiful, something balanced, instead of this obsessive, needy, codependent, and slightly crazy. I mean, we all have that in us. Believe me, like I'm not even gonna say that I don't have this energy of who you're dealing with in me. I mean, we all do. It's just we have to overcome it. We have to balance it. We have to keep, you know. We have to keep going. What just fell down here? Yeah. Yeah. So, you know, let's get a couple more. What guidance do we have for Libra? How can they be emotionally intelligent? Okay, that one wants to come out. Any more guidance? That one wants to come out. Yeah. You've kind of like turned off your emotions, right? You've turned off your emotions for a period of time. And, Okay. Yeah, at first in this situation, you were super excited about it and you offered your heart and you went all in. Okay? But that's just because your emotions are imbalanced. It's the same message coming through. But after this situation and how you got yourself in this situation in the first place is because like your emotional body has not been dealt with, right? This is like and another message coming through. Sorry, I know I'm fragmented right now. There's so much coming through. But when you're looking at the past, right? Because that's what they're really wanting you to do is kind of just look at your life as a whole. Don't get caught up and don't get like caught up in crying over spilled milk or things you can't change, right? It all is a lesson. Nothing you've went through in your life is not for a reason. None of your pain is in vain, okay? And so yeah, that's just some guidance when, exploring your emotional body, all right? So Libra, this is absolutely beautiful. I am definitely going to be thinking of you guys. I'm going to be thinking about your person too, because you know what? Like, even though they could be slightly dangerous to you, where that's coming from is a place of extreme woundedness, right? They are extremely wounded. They've been hurt in their lives, probably all the way back from when they were children. This might be something that you know about them, right? This is why that they act this way. So maybe that's some guidance coming in. Oh my gosh, you guys keep getting me emotional. Like I'm getting this lump in my throat, right? Like you do care about this person, and maybe that's why you've like stuck around. You care because like they definitely are somebody who like you hear about their past all the time. Okay, they're constantly bringing it up to you. But anyway, that's a side note. I know you have compassion for this person. I can, you guys are, oh, Libra, you guys are such lovers. You guys have such a big heart, right? And me and you have that in common because we're both ruled by Venus. But yeah, I don't know. I love you guys. This is going to turn out, you're going to be victorious and you are going to find your 10 of cups. But it's time to look within, get the answers, get this energy out of your life, at least for now, and get emotionally balanced. All right? I love you guys. Namaste and God bless.